Welcome, everyone, to AI Dungeon Heroes. Before we get started, I'm going to get the disclaimer out of the way. This is a very early prototype of this, so things may change from what you see in the video. So, let's get started. So, we're in a character creation menu. Basically, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Choose the gender, male, female, not applicable. Race, dwarf, elf, human, halfling, orc. We're gonna choose orc for our playthrough right now. We can choose. I wonder. I think randomized characters fill in the rest. It kept good amount, but we're gonna be Rowan. We're being a barbarian. I usually use randomized character, just fill in the name, then fill in the rest. We will be proficient in heavy armor. Not acrobatics. We'll do hiking. I think we'll do Revenge for the Fallen, Barbarian, and we're going to turn ourselves to intelligence of 1. You'll see how that comes in use later. We're going to boost up our luck because we turned it to. So as this loads, I'm going to explain it. So this is an RPG. It includes a whole bunch of stuff, including perks, inventory, quest, party, roles, constraints. It's a whole lot of stuff that AI Dungeon in its normal form doesn't have. So we even have some sayings. We're not going to mess with that just yet, but we do have a couple things we're going to mess with later in the game. First, let's check out character. So in our character, we can see that we're Rowan, the Barbarian, level 1, XP 0, health 47, mana 50, stamina 53. We're orcs. We're an orc. When I play as orcs, I do face some people who really don't like orcs in this game. We have class bonuses, attributes, skills, all that. We even have some perk points that's attributed to our skills and as we grow in them. So, we're on start. Basically, we're a lost son of village of Edgewar. We gaze Alnarian. Here's where our story starts. The sun begins to set as Rowan steps in the bustling Alaran, a small town outskirts of Larian City. The town is alive with chattering merchants peddling their wares. Children running around playing. The aroma of freshly baked bread fills the air. A stark contrast to the ghostly silence of his ruined village. Rowan observes the joyous life around him with a hardened heart. His insides burning with the fire of vengeance. However, Rowan knows that he is a novice and not yet ready to slay some dragons. Basically, we're gonna go on hunt now for Elrin. Burrowblade. As you can see here, that is our quest. We don't exactly have to follow it, but we can. We want to become a dragon hunter, basically, right now. So, we're going to start by, let's say, heading to the local farm. So now it'll generate and we'll see what happens. And I'll show you some inner mechanics. I just headed to the local farm. Why did I gain some health? Basically, it generated it. It's hiking, so it was a critical success. As Roland heads towards the local farm on the outskirts of Aldron, he feels a sense of calm. This place, surrounded by green fields and sound livestock, seems far removed from tormented past and the dangerous mission that lies ahead. Nevertheless, his mind never strays far from his purpose. Though his vocabulary may be limited, a fierce determination radiates from Rowan that anyone could determine. The farm owner, old farmer named Giles, noted Orc's impressive demeanor and finds him being intriguing, as intimidating. After a short, mostly one-sided conversation, Giles hires Rowan to help him around the farm in exchange for some fresh supplies. So we basically worked our butt off randomly. So I'm going to show you guys some the inner mechanics of this a little bit. Now, we're not going to go into modding this today. We'll go in that another time. But we do have multiple things, including world background. World background is basically, how do I explain it? The background of the world. As in Discord, Nick recently mentioned he's working on world creation tools, which would be much easier than editing this thing. Here's our roll. Basically, we got a success is true, bonus is... Why the heck is that my bonus? 1014? How high is my skill? I didn't even mess with it. Instant success. Oh. So because our luck is on 20 and we're lucky, it gives us instant success bonuses sometimes. That was lucky. Basically, these rolls dictate a lot in the game. They can fail or progress. And here's the storyteller note. The player Rowan's actions are completely and amazingly successful, and something else great happens too. We got to work for a farmer. This thing does have huge memory. The reason why is once we hit 10 turns, it'll start summarizing everything and remembering everything, which is incredibly helpful. We do see our NPCs, nearby characters, Giles and Buttercup. I have actually forgotten what each of the current modes are. If a dev would love to explain what each of these current modes are, that would be awesome. We're gonna scroll down. We can mod this. We can edit this so we have a lot more health, but I don't want to. We can add perks. Not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna show you the next most important thing. It would be here. Plan states. These are what evolve your story. Previous plan. While on journey to Mourn, Rowan might come across a party of adventurers who were returning from failed quest hunt down same dragon. This encounter can give Rowan insights to dragon's strengths and weaknesses, making him realize the enormity of task before him. Now the plan it's giving is right now we may run in Grizzled Warrior. There's a chance we'll run into Grizzled Warrior. I think we'll go to a local inn and see if it'll activate it. So, now I head down the road to Mourn. As Rowan, mounted on Buttercup, begins his journey to Mourn, he takes in sights around the rugged path unwinds before him, leading him deeper in Harvalarian. He passes the occasional traveler, some wary of sight of an orc on a horse. Told ya! A small smile playing on his wrong one. Others tipping the hat in acknowledgement of the muscular barbarian. Rowan focus snapped back on road ahead as he hears the clamoring of horses and distinct chatter of men. A small group of armored adventurers rides towards him. They don't appear hostile. Instead, the leader, a stout man clad in steel armor, hails Rowan. "Oh, fellow traveler," he calls out, waving his hand. Something in the man's worn-out armor and tired face tell him these men have seen battle. It just pulled the previous plan, didn't it? So we're gonna see if it did. So, I'm Rowan of Elderwood. Who are you? Now our intelligence is 0, so it might come out with my character not being able to speak at all. Told ya. Rowan grunts a preemptive greeting as he pulls Buttercup to a stop. Rowan, he manages. Too much conversation has never been his forte. The adventurers seem a tad taken back by Orc's terse response, but the leader, more experienced and world-wise than the rest, nods in understanding. I'm Helgrind. We are bearers of dawn, the band warriors. Quite beaten and bruised right now, though, he replies, chuckling lightly at his own joke. He then shares a sobering tale of how they recently fled from battle with a terrifying dragon, one that reminds Rowan chilling of the beast from Edgewater. As they bid Rowan farewell and continue away, the reality of dragon slaying weighs heavily on him. Understanding that he has a long, arduous journey ahead, Rowan urges Buttercup onwards, affirming the importance of seeking Elrond's guidance. So as you can see, it used one of the plans there. I want to actually show you guys another cool thing. This one came in the latest update. It's add local player. So we're going to randomize 3 times. It's a warlock, juggling, air magic, Cassius, human. Okay, so we're going to add him. So basically, adding will, you'll see. Event. Cassius arrives in the location, introduces himself, and joins the party. As Rowan continues down the road, he spots an air traveler heading towards him, a figure robed in dark cloths, clutching a weathered wooden staff, a human by looks of him. As he gets closer, a stranger introduces himself as Cassius, a novice warlock from Larion City. He confesses that he had been following the same path as Rowan, seeking Elrond's barrow blade. Cassius shares his plan and gather knowledge about dragon, perhaps find a way to defeat it. His voice carries the same tone and determination that Rowan himself possesses, seeing mutual benefit in their quests, and he joins party basically. So these down here are some recommended actions we can actually do. Use ability, offer Cassius juggling balls, show Cassius mysterious book, drink health potion. Basically, we can play as Rowan or Cassius now. We can also see their individual characters, individual inventory, all that. He even has a dark, mysterious book. An ancient book. This guy loves books. You can see their individual perk points too. He has a few of them right now. We might eventually see it. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. And remember, this is gonna be part of a series. So, check out the playlist. I think I might make one once a week and we'll see what happens. Thank you.